So that's a big thing in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
So I think it's cool that you don't know what that is when you watch it.
I'm totally clueless.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know.
good. That's good.
Because I think usually, especially we watch Focus today.
Yeah.
And you said, are you going to watch Focus with me? And I was like, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, sure.
And I've just checked it out, and Will Smith was there, and I said to myself, I don't want to know any more.
I think that's the way to go a lot.
So, and I was surprised in the beginning that it was
Focus.
that it was that kind of mood, because I hadn't watched.
But we'll get back to Focus.
Yeah,
Walking Dead.
I loved The Walking Dead.
Okay.
The first season.
I've only watched the first season.
You only watched the first season. I think that the first season is better than the second season, and that is because they are staying at no spoilers, because they do it.
Yeah.
So they're staying at a safe house, or a house on the country, and then they just stay there.
It's like, I think for the first season, I really like. It's like 6 episodes or something.
Yeah, exactly.
I liked the first couple, 2-3 episodes, and then I didn't like the rest. The first one, they're sort of in this area. You find out, like, the first one is like the setup, main character, find out what's happened. Then you go to this area, and they sort of have this sort of safe house sort of thing. The end of it, they move away from that already in the end of season 1, and I didn't think that would work. They would go to this research center.
And I also watched the second season because I knew that I was gonna watch it all, but I was very close at one time to say, let's just have a break here and not go further.
Would you make? For me, I've only played season 1 of the Telltale game. I have read like 1 or 2 of the comics.
Yeah,
which is like the first 2 episodes. Which I actually really enjoyed. And then, would you recommend me watch the TV show?
I would recommend everybody to watch the TV show, the first season, and if that's something for you, you might.
But you think season 2 is not as good?
Think,
so it's like if you like season 1, you might want to check out season 2. If you don't think it's that good,
exactly. If you think that the first season is kind of a no-brainer, then don't watch the second.
Okay.
Because that's just, it's too slow for me.
Okay.
Nothing is going on. They are struggling around the same things in very many episodes. But I think that my favorite episode of all time, so far at least, is episode 2 from season 1.
Yeah.
When he meets Glenn.
Yeah.
And the other guys.
Yeah.
I think that's the most exciting.
I don't remember exactly which episode, but I think the first ones were there's something about the first episode that was cool as well. But I think I would actually agree with episode 2 as far as I remember.
Because I think the first episode he's kind of too alone, and a lot of going.
It's also like the setup and everything.
Yeah, but I like that later on in the series he's not doing that in season 2. I don't know why.
I think that's one of the benefits of a TV show is that you set the characters up, and then you can sort of spend more time with them. Where like a film, every film you sort of have. Well, you see Marvels and like Star Wars and stuff, where it's a series, you do less of it, but you still can have with every film, even though it's 5 in the series, then that will be someone's first film in that series. So you sort of need to set things up, and then you have a certain amount of time with the characters, where a TV show can be like as long as you want, like as many episodes basically, and you sort of can learn the characters, get to know them a little bit better.
But I think that you need to see that if you liked episode 1, you definitely want to check out season 2. And then I'm in the beginning of the 3rd season, and I already liked it more than the second season, so it looks good. But then I find out that I think it's 5 seasons.
I think there's 5 now.
Yeah, and they are in progress with they are sending in television, I think, for the first time. The 5
season
season?
5. I don't know. I'm not
sure. But I think the first 3 seasons are on Netflix, so that's where my natural break is gonna come. When I'm done.
And in Denmark, so it might be
exactly. But we got some hacks to get.
So you got the US one.
I get the US one and the Danish one. The US one is on the PS3.
Yeah.
And then the Danish one is on the PS4.
Okay.
So that's kind of smart. But I heard that Netflix is actually taking down the American consoles.
Okay.
But I'm not sure how that's gonna work.
It's weird for so far. I mean, I don't know if it's actually technically illegal, but
it's not illegal, but
know,
it's kind of a gray zone.
Yeah, but it's like they don't seem to be really caring a lot about it. I actually had, when I set up my US iTunes account, I bought an iPad in the US and already had a US iTunes account. But they actually they were like, when I bought the iPad in the US, like, do you want help setting up a US? They were. I was like, I'm from Europe, so like, okay, do you want help setting up a US account?
Yes.
So they like no, I already had one, so I didn't need the help. But they were actually helping at the Apple Store with stuff like that. So I mean, they know it's happening, and I think they also, maybe it was just the employee, but they seem to also know, like, it might be a little bit of cheating and you're getting into the US one, but you know what? It's probably better than people downloading shit for free illegally.
Exactly, because they are paying money to see certain amount of movies and series, and that's better than just crack it on the internet on some torrent site.
They're probably like happy enough with that.
Yeah, I think so.
But
and then I watched Taken 3.
Okay.
And we talked about
Liam Neeson, the badass.
I can't remember what that movie was called.
No,
we saw the
I actually literally asked in the internet, is that Taken 3? And you're like, no, it's not.
No, it's a lot worse.
It had like 3 or 4 words in it. I'll look it up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've only watched the first 2. Mm-hmm. So how is Taken 3?
Taken 3 is what you can expect from a bad third movie.
Okay, so how did you feel about the first and the second one?
I loved the first movie, and the second movie was kind of cool that he kind of passes on his skills to her, and you watch how his daughter is
in the third one.
No, in the second one, you
kind of
see that she's also a badass girl, but they lost it in the third one.
I think the first one was okay.
Yeah.
There were some cool things. It had a couple of problems, but I sort of forgave it. I think the second one is pretty bad, and I can only imagine the third one being absolutely terrible.
It is. It's better than the second one, because I think that the first movie was. It's kind of a good reference to action movies. It's very classic, and it's very. You know what's gonna happen, but that's also
he's still a badass in the first one. It's cool. It's fun,
And then in the second one. It's kind of cool that
63 by the way. No, he's turned 63 this year.
63? Okay. But it's kind of cool that you watch other people in his family having the same skills and stuff like that. That it may be some natural.
It's also just that thing where even in the second one I was like, it sort of, I feel like it takes itself maybe a little bit too serious, because one of the things I enjoy in Die Hard is, shit happens in the first one, and then it happens to be Christmas. Then the second one is also Christmas, and during the film, the character, Bruce Willis's character John McClane says, "How can this shit happen to the same guy twice?" Which is what I felt in Taken, where it's like,
exactly,
what? Like, you need to sort of, I don't know if you need to say it, but you need to have some sort of thing. I mean, I just couldn't take it serious. Where the way they bring it up in Die Hard makes it work for me, because he's also like, what the fuck? This is happening again.
Exactly,
and that's just.
And the reason the plot is so lame, because I think that the excuse for the same people to hunt him again is, we're gonna revenge our brothers. And that's it.
In the second
that's it. And I think that maybe you should have spent more time on the script
but you know what? It seems like they're earning money, and people don't watch this for the script. They watch it to have Liam Neeson say that line in the telephone. That he's also saying it like. When he's on talk shows and shit, that like he's saying that as well. By the way, the other film that we saw the trailer for was called Run All Night.
Yeah. And I think it also looked kind of cool, but it also had a not a plot hole, but the plot was also. Can we spoil the plot?
I don't know. I don't even remember the trailer. I just remember that looked like Taken, and then
Can I spoil it? It's in the trailer?
Yeah, I mean, if it's in the trailer, I think it's okay. We haven't watched the film.
No, we can't. Yeah. So he's saying, I think you watch a man go in a house, and then he's kind of threatening.
Oh yeah, now I remember. It's with Ed Harris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, he's pointing with the gun.
You see a chase between two young people.
Exactly.
And one guy is chasing the other. They come in a house, and he's
caught.
about to shoot the guy. One has a gun, so the guy he's chasing, he's about to shoot him. Yeah. And then it's that trick where the guy with the gun got shot instead.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then when he fell, you can see Liam Neeson. Yeah. That's great. But I think the plot is kind of lame because it's a parent conflict.
So the thing is, one guy chases the other. The guy that was trying to shoot the other guy gets killed by Liam Neeson. So Liam Neeson saved his son.
Yeah, but Liam Neeson knows the person he killed.
So the guy that had the gun that Liam Neeson killed, his dad is friends with Liam Neeson. But now they sort of have a battle where he wants to avenge his son. So he wants to kill Liam Neeson's son because Liam Neeson killed Ed Harris' son.
And that's sort of they are having this conversation in front of each other in a restaurant. And if you know Liam Neeson and what he have done in other movies,
have you not seen Taken?
you might question yourself. Why doesn't he have a gun under the table and just say bang?
Yeah.
But you don't know if it's no, it can't be in the end of the movie.
But
kind of cool. But
I actually was seeing the beginning of that trailer. I thought Ed Harris is sort of a badass as well. He scares the fuck out of me. He looks like someone who would do nasty shit. And maybe it's just the parts he's had.
Like a psycho.
Yeah. Damn. And he seems like a psycho in that thing.
Yeah.
Like saying to someone, "You killed my son because he tried to kill your son. Now I'm gonna kill your son." It's like what was he supposed to do?
Yeah.
Like he was literally trying to kill his son.
Yeah, exactly. Because I don't get it, but I guess
I want you to feel what I feel.
Yeah, but I guess it's just like that parent thing that
I totally get that.
Yeah.
But it's just like there's no way Liam Neeson.
You get the parent thing one now?
No, but I mean I understand that if I had a kid and someone killed my kid, I would be angry. Yeah. But it's like, what could Liam Neeson do?
You have to look
he could either let him way. He could either let him kill his son, and now he didn't, and it's like
and maybe he would have killed Liam Neeson as well.
Probably. He actually sounded like he was going to kill him in the film. Yeah, exactly. But anyway, now we're talking whatever.
Yeah, but we haven't watched it again. This is all.
But this could totally be a good segment in the future where we talk about films we haven't seen.
Liam
review trailer.
Liam Neeson's career up and down.
Yeah.
From
I'm very proud because you actually brought up Star Wars right away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's the Star Wars movie I have watched the most. That's the first episode.
Some people out there are going to be like,
yeah, I'm sorry.
Because you've only seen the new ones, which a lot of people hate those. I love them, but a lot of people hate the new ones and love the old ones.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll get into that. We'll get to that later. That will be the fourth one we get to.
You promised me that. I'm so happy.
Yeah. It's going to be good. I just need an excuse to. Well, I did watch Star Wars last Friday. Yeah. It's like I quit my job. What am I going to do? I'm going to open a beer and watch Star Wars.
Oh, what's that? I haven't.
Yeah. So we were going through your films.
Yeah, the last movie I watched, I remembered so far is The Imitation Game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
One of the ones I've missed, so that's great. Yeah. What do you think of that?
I love it. I seriously love it because I haven't heard about. It's again.
Can you shortly describe what it's about?
It's about in the Second World War.
Yeah.
And then you're they are kind of making a team to attack the Nazis. Enigma code.
Yeah, it's like the coding machine. They're sending messages to each other that they're coded, and then the Brits are trying to decode.
Exactly,
sort of
and then they know before it happens where they're gonna attack and where.
Yeah, because the Germans are sending a message to each other like, we're gonna do this, but it's coded. So if the Brits, if England can decode that, they can figure out where the Germany will attack. Yeah. So you're following the team that's sort of trying to build a machine that can decode that.
Yeah.
Which is a famous thing called the Enigma. Yeah.
Enigma. Yeah.
With the
Cumberbatch the Imitation Game.
Yeah.
And it's kind of cool because I never heard about whether Enigma or the Imitation Game.
Okay.
But it's a real thing.
Yeah.
And it's based
I think there's actually a film called Enigma. I've watched something about
but it's like they're taking up the World War II again, but
in a different way.
Whole new different way because they're not focusing so much on the explosions and the attacks and all. You can actually see that maybe a little minus for the movie, but you can actually see that the CGI is not that great.